When someone says, I love you, how do you feel? Happy, angry, embarrassed, sad? When someone would tell me this, it would depend on the person. If you and your family said they loved you, it would be a completely different feeling than if you were to hear it from a significant other or your friend. Feelings of, I love you as much as I do, or I don't know if I feel the same, might be because of the way society has perceived love. And for a person who feels awkward, keeping in my love for others in fear that they will react differently than I suggested the meaning to be, I want to discuss ways in which we can redefine the meaning of love. I am going to talk about the problems of defining love as we know it, and the reasons for these problems, along with ways we can help redefine the definition of love. Now, most of us have been introduced to the norm that love means a strong attraction, usually resulting in sexual desire, which, given a point, is an actual definition of love. Yet it is just one of many to be defined. Love is based on assurance, benevolence, unselfishness, appreciation, loyalty, etc. According to the Newswise article published of the 11th of February of this year, there are 4 types of love according to the Greeks. Eros, philia, storge, and agape. Eros is your traditional love, most people know to be the stereotype of sexual desire between a significant other, for example, Romeo and Juliet. Philia, on the other hand, is your love of friendship, for example, between a lifelong friend. Storge is your family love, specifically the love for your child and the parent. And lastly, agape, which is the love for mankind. It is the love that is given whether or not it's returned. It's the love without any self-benefit. Now, many of us become uncomfortable for using the word love because of only knowing one piece of the pie. Much of this is to blame for the social norms of love itself. To add to people's lack of knowing one part of love, many people feel embarrassed to say the word love. According to a Times article magazine published February 14th of 2019, nobody wants to be associated with the phrase that once brought them pain, fear, repulsion, or some combination of the 3. This is like deciding not to dive because you have a morbid fear of water. When you say, I love you, you're making a statement about yourself and your feelings, and that has benefits purely in the terms of identity and emotional health. When you even mention the word love, this helps strengthen the bond between the person and emotional health. Yet, we connect love to a commitment and sexual passion that it seems too risky to say, making us think, why should we? But the reason could be in our psychology. Not knowing what love is can cause serious mental health instability as well as the stereotypes brought by the entertainment industry. This only makes people feel worse in the long run because of their lack of knowledge and fear or embarrassment. To know more about why people are facing mental instability, we need to look into their psychology of people's brains, as well as surrounding influences. When someone feels love for someone but feels too ashamed to say it, they are utilizing certain chemicals in the brain, particularly oxytocin and dopamine. Oxytocin is the chemical that releases feel-good hormones, but to the extent of which it is dependent on social interaction. Oxytocin keeps dopamine, which is another feel-good chemical that is completely independent and extremely addictive, in check. In the eLife magazine published April 20th of 2018, oxytocin application decreases excitatory synaptic transmission via long-lasting presynaptic eicosanoid-dependent mechanisms. Oxytocin modulation of excitatory transmission alters the magnitude of short and long-term depression. This means that without oxytocin, the dopamine starts to kick in, which craves feel-good emotions, usually resulting in a higher chance of depression. The feeling of love requires physical interaction. When someone prohibits this because they feel embarrassed, they prohibit oxytocin and inhibit dopamine, which is highly addictive. But it's not only ourselves causing this, but surrounding influences also have an impact on how we view love as well. More and more, we see movies, books, media, etc., all influencing people that love is stereotyped as always being romantic. In the Journal of Marketing Science published October 10th of 2018, consumers with an avoidant attachment style are less likely to engage in romantic consumption, whereas consumers with anxious and fearful attachment styles are more favorable toward it and emulate the romantic consumption of consumers with a secure attachment style. This proves that people are influenced by the entertainment industries to perceive love as something romantic, where the boy and the girl and the girl, or the boy and the boy are sexually attracted to each other, considering that love. Today, love is a complex set of feeling that is not limited between the sexes. Today, love comes in many forms, and we need to address that the definition of love is not like it was. The word love can be in your vernacular without you even knowing it. Do not limit yourself to one meaning of love. In the Body Tree article published on February 7, 2018, we are all worthy of love, and there is nothing we should do to deserve it. Love is a right. What's more is that love doesn't have to come from another person. It can come from within. Little things like smiling, thinking about that moment that makes you happy, or just me time while clustered with stress can really promote self-love. Another way to show love is just a simple, "Hey, how are you?" to an old friend, or even a passing smile on campus can really improve someone's day. Both you and the person get a shot of oxytocin, as previously stated, which causes love and appreciation for that one person that might not have experienced it if it weren't for a random act of kindness. Even saying to your family, "Hey, even though we're not on the same page, I still love you." We need to focus on all aspects of love to help understand the social norms put in place, as well as ourselves, in order to show that love is much more than an erotic passion. Love is putting yourself before others, spreading kindness, loyalty throughout yourself, your family, and your friends, and mankind. Today, I discussed the ways in which we can redefine the meaning of love. I talked about the problem of defining love as we know it, and the reasons for these problems, along with ways we can help redefine the definition of love. And next time you are saying bye to your day-to-day chat with your best friend or family member, or just signing off a thank you card, don't let that part of love make you feel uncomfortable. Look beyond it and realize love is so much more than they perceive.